Hello, my name is Anya, and today we are going to be exploring the concept of identity. Through the art forms of painting and printmaking, we can gain a clear understanding of identity as a concept. Our identity is the way in which we see ourselves and how others perceive us, defined by factors such as our traits, characteristics, relationships, roles, and social groups. Our identity can define our thoughts, actions, and values, but the opposite is also true. Our thoughts, actions, and values can define our identity. Therefore, identity is an important aspect for well-being. Identity is closely related to self-concept, the concept we have of ourselves. More specifically, the way we think, understand, and feel about ourselves. How we are seen by others, our parents, our teachers, our friends, influences our self-concept. Through socialization, we develop our identity by adopting ideas and beliefs from close family and the wider society. Groups pertaining to family, school, religion, hobbies, and interests all combine to create an individualized identity. Self-concept can be either positive or negative. This influences the way in which a person experiences the world and all incoming messages. Whether the self-concept is positive or negative, this changes the transmission of the messages, causing messages to be perceived differently by each individual. It is important for the development of a person to have a positive view of their self, as an incoming message will be received as constructive rather than critical. In this activity, both colours, placement, and symbols represent a meaning to illustrate identity. Each colour signifies the influences that shape your identity. These are traits, characteristics, relationships, roles, social groups, and interests. Think about your own influences. What do you believe has formed your identity? What would you list as the defining features of your identity? Colours are painted to make an outer ring. This juxtapositioning represents the contribution of each factor to identity. This is also seen in the painting and printing of the hand. Handprints are a well-known symbol for identity, as each person has a unique shape and pattern on their skin that can be traced. In this activity, the meaningful colours make up the handprint, symbolising the effect these influences have on the individual identity. Each person's handprint will be distinctive to their personal experiences and attributes. Identity-based motivation describes how people are motivated by identity-congruent actions when they can identify with the situation or action. A person is more likely to embrace an activity if they find it meaningful or relevant. A school curriculum that relates to students' identities and self can significantly influence their attitude towards learning. In this case of the minority groups, many students feel their identity is not accounted for in modern Western schooling. Here in Australia, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have strong links with their cultural identities. By appealing to and integrating their Indigenous culture, students are more likely to develop a positive self-concept at school due to identity-based motivation. Ways to connect to Indigenous cultural identity includes acknowledging their culture, learning from country, and inviting community elders to share their knowledge. Schools directly influence the identity and self-concept of students through the process of socialization. As teachers, we must take into consideration the identity of each student by molding the curriculum to suit the needs of the individual. We can help to build a positive self-concept through linking the curriculum to their culture and ethnicity, ultimately empowering all students and creating a positive environment that supports learning.